Located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return.
Let's go,
Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Fields. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here's big. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's got room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the 50, here's Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Fields now to throw. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jones. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Tannehill. And he rifles one incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And Bullock will put this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On first down, it's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action, Fields sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. But no surprise coming off a 2,000-yard season. It was Derrick Henry who totaled the most yards after contact in the NFL last year, and he's up to his old tricks here.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Tannehill, and that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Tannehill. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Bullock's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put him
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to bury him for a loss of 11. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Man open. It's Goodwin. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Escaping the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. That's taken in by Ferguson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields. The screen pass here to Cohen. That catch good for only a couple.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A shotgun snap, Fields. Man open is Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's the first carry for Derrick Henry. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Santos with the extra point. And that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Flush to his right. And right side, Henry's got it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
25 yards there on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. To throw is Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
But no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. The throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And left side here, it's Graham. Touchdown, Bears. Jimmy Graham. 26 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent, because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
Tannehill on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 48 yards. And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
On second down and 4. Fields caught out left side by Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Fields to the veteran Robinson for the Chicago first. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 8. Stick back to pass. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Stick looks to throw. And Graham on the ground. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Matthias Farley. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
That's complete to Taywan Taylor. he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They run on first down with Jackson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second down, another carry for Jackson.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now Newton.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Stick from the gun. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Danico Autry able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Stick looking to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It got his man complete.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From talking with defensive backs and their coaches over the years, they hate to see 4 guys in a route like this because the safeties are often occupied. It creates indecision. They're unsure about who goes with who. And the quarterback, he just reads the most vulnerable safety and takes advantage of.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, check back, back 6. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Justin Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Titans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Stick. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They find some open field here. Touchdown, Chicago. Jakeem Grant, 64 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So the hold on special teams backs them up all the way inside the 15 to start. Now Newton. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Newton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try the ground game with Jackson into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Second down, another carry for Jackson.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the run that's going to finish him off.
A score that puts him in front here late, but that you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Stick. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.